Hello everyone, and nice to meet you in very beautiful city Vilnius. I like really and enjoy my stays in Vilnius. And today we will talk about the Postgres database, open source database Postgres, and about some new areas that Postgres can play a very important role. About me, very old man, as already said, several years Oracle experience. I was Oracle ace, worked with different Oracle technologies, databases, Exadata, middleware, and so on. And 5 years ago, I switched to the open source, to Postgres, and since this time, I'm helping my customer to adopt open source strategy and to make it possible to run Postgres in a very good way. Good, but coming back to AI and analytics, in 3 years, some studies say that $1 of $7 in IT industry will be spent for AI. And now EDB, I'm working for EDB, and we expanded the Postgres capabilities to make it possible to make AI programs very easy based on Postgres database, and as well to make analytics. And today we will talk about these two topics in more deep dive. Okay, as you know, Postgres is very good database with several capabilities, and you can build several applications. Yeah, Postgres is very extensible database, and you can install extensions for OLAP. You can create your Python programs or Java programs, Ruby programs with Postgres, make geospatial programs, applications, use time series data, connect you to different other database, to relational, non-relational, to Lakehouse. Everywhere, everything is possible with Postgres. And but the Postgres is very well known as database for transactional workload. Yeah, OLTP, front-end, back-end for web applications. Postgres is very well because you can use parallel processing, you can use materials view, you can use several indexes, types of indexes to make your application really ready for mission-critical workloads. But in Lakehouse, for example, data warehousing or AI, Postgres was not very good suited. And I worked several years ago for some big company in Germany who have several Exadatas, Oracle big machines, very expensive machines. And we have a data warehouse based on these Exadatas. And main goal or main administrative task was to tune the queries. Because even of Exadata we have the bad running queries, and it was not a very easy job, I would say. We at EDB, we created two transactional workloads. So Postgres is very good. Two new areas, analytics and AI. And let me talk about the analytics at first. The idea was to create some solution to make it possible to make real-time analytics from very big amount of data, what will be done very performant, and it should be cost-effective. And we created EDB Lakehouse. And this Lakehouse architecture is very similar to Databricks. We have separation of a compute engine. Compute engine is running on Postgres, and we bought the company Seafall with leading analytics engine based off Postgres. And the data, the Lakehouse data, is stored on object store. You don't need to have very expensive database storage. You have object store as free, MinIO or something else. And we will organize your data in open data format. It means the data will be organized in Parquet files, Iceberg REST format. The data will be column organized and compressed, and the Postgres will play as engine front-end application to run the queries. We created the extension PGAI, and in the Postgres database, you can run the first statement, select PGAI, create storage location. It will create the prepared Lakehouse storage area in S3 storage. You can create it in S3 storage or even in the local file system. And then you can say create table, for example, table name using PGAI. It will move or replicate the data of the table customer, Postgres customer, to S3 storage. And then you can run your queries on S3 storage, and it will be very, very performant. By this solution, you don't need to care about SQL tuning, query tuning, because the Parquet and open data format is really good suites, and the organization of data in column and compress it can bring you really very good results. I will show you how it works. I will compare traditional BI dashboard building with analytics one. But you have data, for example, in the tables, in Postgres tables, Oracle tables, or you have table in buckets, in S3 buckets. How can you replicate this data? Because we can with create table using PGAI, we can replicate data one time. But if we have that data is changed and we need to replicate it in real time, we can use Postgres distributed. It's a solution of EDB for replication, and you can make it replicate in real time. If your source table is changed, it will be replicated to S3 to Lakehouse storage. You can create some table in the Lakehouse storage using PGD replicate. It will create the portion of the table in S3 storage, in analytics Lakehouse storage. And you can set your preferred select engine. You can say, okay, I prefer analytics engine or even database, and it will run with analytics engine or with transactional database engine. And you can make the tiered tables. If you know, okay, I need this table content only for my analytics, I will not change it. You can relocate it from database storage to analytics storage, and then the data will be there. You can make it partition-wise, for example, or for whole table. It's working very well. And how it works, you have in the bottom open data ecosystem. It means that the data will be structured with open data format, with Iceberg format, and you can just access this data with different tools. You can use Databricks, and Snowflake, Spark, but even EDB Postgres Analytic Accelerator, the new one. If you are using Postgres, if you are using this, you can just install it and use it, and then you will be able to access the data, to make it different data sources, to be able to analyze big amounts of data. And now I would like to show you building of BI dashboard. On the left side is traditional Postgres with the same resources. On the right side is analytic. And as you can see, it will be started in the same time. And in analytic, we have already everything created. And in the Postgres, traditional Postgres, it will take some time to do it. And now you can see that this is a test running on the real system with the same hardware, with the same RAM, CPUs, but analytics is really quicker. Okay, let me go to the next slide, and I would like to show you how it works. I created It's wrong, but this is okay. I need to go to my user. Can you good see it, or it's too small? Okay, but I cannot see it because the resolution is not very good. I need to change my glasses. Okay, I am going to my demo. Demo is running in my VM, and I have just normal Postgres version 16, and I installed two extensions. PGAI is analytics extension, and PGFS, this extension can help you to bind your Postgres database with some object storage. You can use it just to have some data in object storage and access it from Postgres database. Okay, now I have some schemas in my database, and I have storage locations. It means what for the table, for example, customer, that is Postgres table, I have one storage location here, and this it will be on the S3 storage, on the object storage. Okay, now I will just show you that my table line 10 has 6 million of rows, and I will run one analytic query here, and you will see it will be done in sometimes everything is running on my VM. It could be done in VM is in AWS, maybe now network issues. Okay, 12 seconds. And now I will show you the execution plan of this query, and you will see that the engine is CFOL, is analytics engine. And if we are looking for the data source, we will see here the Parquet files. It's running on the S3 storage, and you will have very good results. Okay. If you have question, please interrupt me, and we can do it interactively. Good. This is about analytics. Now we will talk about AI. Artificial intelligence is very interesting, and with Postgres you can really build the AI applications. At first, I would like to show you how is working by us, by humans. We have the brain, and in our brain we have a big amount of neuron cells, called as neurons, and neurons are playing together with other neurons through the neurons network and form from electrical impulses, and the information it will become the information. And we have our brain. We are using brain for ideas, associations, and we have our memory. And with help of our memory we can just say, okay, this experience was bad, I can improve it, we can improve our behavior, and we can take some objectives, goals, consciousness. It's working by us, and with AI models are simulating these neural networks. Our brain is large language models, and our memory, our experiences, our data. If we have bad quality data, maybe we cannot make the good decision. And the consciousness are playing from front app AI apps, objective goal coordination. And how it works, all of us using ChatGPT, or maybe BigSeq or other things, OpenAI. You can just go to ChatGPT, you can ask the question, or you can use the ChatGPT models or OpenAI models in your own environment. You can prepare your data, you can train the model if the answers are not very good. You can train it, you can create your generic model, And then you need second application for prompt generic model. Yeah, and after you creating all of this, you can generate text. You can make similarity to search for images, text, and you can make translation and several other apps. But what is about your private knowledge? For private knowledge, you have to prepare your data. You have to make this data readable from the models. You have to tune this data, and you can create your own custom model. And with this custom model and with data preparation, you can use custom prompt model, and you will create the whole stack. And if you have a chatbot, for example, if you want to build the chatbot with retrieval augmented generation, you can prepare the data in form of embeddings of vector, and you can create your own prompt generic model or use one of the open source. And very important is in the chatbots to have the data. Yeah, the data is very, very, very important for you. And in RAG models, we store the data. It could be the tables, relational tables. It could be some files, some sensor data, PDFs, images, and you have to vectorize this data. Vectorized is mean the data will be prepared to use by some LLM model and will be converted in some numbers, in vector informations. If you have the new data, you have to refresh your vector database to be up to date, and then you can submit chat message. Your model will generate the informations and will send this to decoder only LLM, and this LLM, this front-end LLM model will send the response to the customer. It's working, and this is how it works, retrieval augmented generation. Let me show what is possible with Postgres. With Postgres, I created, can you good see it? Okay. I created two programs. The first, upload files. Python will download the PDF file, make it in chunks because it could be very big, load it in the database as the vector data, and prepare to using of the LLM model. I'm using in this example Ollama MX-BAI embed large, its model for text generations. And I will download it to the database, make it retrievable, make a vector version of the data. And you can see this program is about 79 lines. The second, our front-end LLM program, who will take the questions from the customer and provide the answers, is going about Ollama as well. And I'm using the same model to generate the answer, and I have the program with about 170 rows, and I need to create everything. I need to load Python, I need to load Ollama, I have to make it retrievable, I need to think about performance and everything. And now I can show you the database. My database is very normal Postgres database, and you can see that I have Postgres version 16, and I installed pgvector. Pgvector is very, very famous extension, and I installed Python because I'm using Python in the database. And now I don't have any tables at the moment, but I will start my first file, upload file pu, with Streamlit, And this is the application. I have to connect to my local database. And I can choose some dataset name, and I will upload to the database the Lithuania handbook, informations about Lithuania. Now upload. In this time, the program will create the vectorized table with this PDF file. It will create it in chunks if the PDF file is very, very big. And after some time, I will have this PDF file in my database as retriever. I will retrieve it. I wrote a Python script. I have to maintain it. But it's everything is possible. I think after 2-3 seconds we will be ready, and we will see here that our Python file will create one table with the name EDB Lithuania, and this is our now I think now it's ready, and we have now the data, and this is really the vector table. I can show you the data. You will see that after some, this is the numbers, this is the vector data, and we have here several chunks in the table, several chapters, and now data is already there. Now I will start my second application, and this is really this chatbot application. It's about run rec. And the application will connect to the database, and application see that I have one data set. I can create several kinds of data, several data sets. I can combine several PDFs. I can create images, a portion of vector data. But now I am able to ask the questions. It's a chatbot, but based only on my PDF file. I can ask how big is the population of Lithuania, and chatbot will generate me a response according to the information that I saved as vector in my database. You can see it. I can ask which industries I can invest in Lithuania. I make the error, because I will see if the chatbot can understand the human errors as well. It takes times because maybe the program should go through several vector data. Our performance is very important in this case. But now I have some answer. I have my chatbot. And this is good. Now we have chatbot and we can create it, and it's very, very easy. But I have some questions, guys. Okay, need to make it again. Exactly. Okay, we have it now. It's good, because the guys can ask the questions, and get the answers. They love it, and you will get more users, more use cases, more data. It will be start to using routinely, and it will be mission critical in your company. Are you really ready for this? What's about your data control? What is about your performance? What about 15 minutes? Nice, thank you. All of these questions are very, very important for you guys, or for me too. And we have several AI applications, LangChain, Llama Index. They are very, very good, but they are working with your data as connected data source, and it means that you have to manage your storage, repositories, databases, access, performance, backup, high availability. because they cannot help you with this. They can just generate the response according to your data. But the whole stack is managed, should be managed by you. Yeah, it's the data. Yeah, stupid. Therefore, we have the new extension. Extension is calling as AIDB, and this extension can help you the whole process to make it in the database, from document preparation, embedding creation, vector indexing, argumented response generation, and everything you can do only with one Postgres extension. It will be done in the Postgres database. Because now with vector database, with PG vector, we can do only this vector storage and index and vector search. But all of these points with prompt and contents windows mentioned, data preparation, data vectorizing, and several other things are not possible. But with our extension, it will be done really very, very quick and easy. And I have here some examples how to create retriever and how to use retriever. You can just run the questions, human questions in the SQL form if you have retriever. And I would like to show you how it works, because we created our Python programs and we did it. I need to find, okay, yeah, this one, exactly. Okay, let me start the demo. I have the Postgres, normal Postgres database, and I have only one extension, and I will create AIDB and PGFS extensions. And now I have AIDB, PGFS, and vector extension will be installed automatically. I will create just normal table with restaurant menu, with dish name, description, price, and star rating of the table. And I will insert 49 rows of the data. As you can see, we can see several dishes here, and all is good. And I have already in my database some models, yeah, T5, BERT, CLIP, yeah, for text similarity search, images search. You can create your own programs models. You can load the models to the database. And now I created the retriever. This retriever, it means I will create the table, vectorized table of my restaurant menu copy, column to vectorize this description. And yeah, I created this retriever. You can create different retrievers. Yeah, you can use different models, different columns of the table to retrieve. And now we have two tables. We have a restaurant menu, normal classic Postgres table, and dish retriever vector is vectorized copy of the table. Now I will load the data into retriever with this bulk embedding. And to make it refreshable, if I will, for example, add some rows to restaurant menu, it should be automatically refresh my retriever. I can run set retriever auto processing. And as you can see, now we have in retriever and in my table 49 rows. I will add 10 rows more to my restaurant menu, and now we have 59 rows in both tables. Now I am able to use my database as the chatbot. For example, I can ask in the form of SQL, I would like a spicy meat dish. It should have a very good rating and should cost not more than 20 euros. Please provide me 8 best results, and I will get some results without writing Python code. Or even I would like an Italian dish, yeah, and I will have 4 best results. As you can see, with the AIDB, we can save really, we can write only with one SQL command to create retriever. We can use it and simplify our code. Yeah, in this example, we will make a similarity search of the tables, yeah, with 70 lines of code, or even we can ask from retriever about the images. Or text similarity search, about 55 lines of code, or even one with retriever. As you can see, that you can be very quick. Yeah, you can reduce your complexity of your code. You have all options to control who can access database. You can make performance tuning on the database level. You can use your backup and recovery, high availability architectures in Postgres to make it really high available. And it could be very interesting maybe for you and to use it. Do we have time? 3 minutes, yeah? Oh, no. What about the roadmap? I will talk about roadmap very, very in short term. The first thing, we are planning to use Greenplan, to modernize Greenplan. I don't know, in analytics area, it's very, very good solution. But the problem of the Greenplan was, it was bought from VMware. And now by Broadcom stopped the development, and we have several customers of Greenplan. And EDB now took over the responsible of this and will modernize Greenplan. Greenplan is running on Postgres. With Greenplan, you can run petabytes, real analytics data on petabytes, because you can scale your compute units and with some coordinators, and we will get it to the market again, Greenplan, but on the new versions of Postgres. In AI part, we will introduce GPU acceleration. It will be possible to use GPUs as well. And yeah, I think at this moment I am ready. Yeah. Do you have... Thank you very much. Do you have questions? Please.
Yeah, so if a normal table has got a vector table associated with it, will there be any performance overheads or transactions on the normal table because it has to now update?
Yeah, it could be, because this is the replication. Yeah, you replicate the data. It could have some impact of your CPUs, yeah, or memory. It's always similar to high availability. You know, you have replication. It have very small impact of your tables, because the data will be cached and replicate, but not too big, I think. Okay. Only with EDB Postgres edition. Unfortunately, yes. Okay, I can see it here. Yeah.
Cool. Have we got any other questions? Feel free to shout out, scream. Anyone? No, you've obviously done a very thorough job. That's fantastic. Fantastic, Borys. Well, if I imagine that you're going to be kind of around, so if there is any other questions or any deeper chats that anyone wants, then I imagine they can find you around for the next few days.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Lovely. All right, round of applause for Borys.
Thank you, guys.